Good morning, Aries. So this is your reading for May, your 10-minute tarot. And last month you had to get into some unresolved issues and there was a fair bit of change going on. So let's see what happens this month. I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. I'm going to use my regular Rider-Waite for the main numerical spread, and then I will use the numerical to give us some key cards to remember. Okay, so middle row, current, bottom row, what's deeper inside, what's the deeper message, or what's the root of it all, and where's your head at the top row. Okay, let's go. Okay. For Aries for May. All right, Aries for May. Let's see what you have got. So, beginning of May is going to feel like you're trying to keep everything, the balls up in the air, trying to balance everything. Oh, the cat's just decided to play around where the camera is. That's going to wobble a bit. Okay, so you're trying to keep things balanced. It can be finances. It can be a sense of self-worth. It can be a sense of just keeping your shit in control. Thank you, Bug, for wobbling the camera. In the middle of the month, or the first weeks, you're going to feel like it's all about balance and control. In the middle of the month, you're going to feel like there's some new opportunities that you can take advantage of. And at the end of the month, it's left you feeling a little bit out in the cold, but we'll delve into that a little bit more. Okay, so where your head's at, it feels like there's new emotional connections or new feelings that you're exploring. You've got this communion kind of thing here, so it's about union and truth. So at the beginning of the month, perhaps what you're juggling is emotional, how you're reacting to things. And the root of all of this is how, not wealthy do you feel, but how secure do you feel? How abundant, for lack of a better word. How in control of your finances do you feel? How in control of the situation do you feel? So at the beginning of the month, juggling, it could be emotional, and it has roots in stability. In the middle of the month, new opportunities are quite mysterious and not fully fledged. You don't really know what's going on, and some of that is because you're focusing on the wrong things. You're focusing on the spilt milk instead of the milk or wine that's left behind. So if you were to turn around and see these other opportunities, you might feel a little better. But I think some new thing has come along, blown you a little bit out of the water. In your head, you're really not sure if you're ready for that change, because it feels quite mysterious and unknown to you, and there's a bit of more to be revealed. In the last few weeks of the month, you are feeling a little bit left out in the cold. You're feeling a little bit destitute, but I would suggest that that's because you're at the beginning of a new cycle where you will feel like you're going to start mastering some of your skills, and it's part of the sort of fated journey or the wheel of fortune for you. It's part of the cycle. So, turning that wheel, turning that cycle, it's a sort of a part of growth. And in your head, you feel like you potentially got a lot of things that you can manifest or attract or do, but there's also this feeling of like just not in sync, not matching up. All right, so let's see what the numericals say for this. I'll do 3 cards. Okay, numerical for Aries. So if I look to what the astrology is saying for Aries this month, new chapter, so I would suggest that this is sort of here, and powerful leadership role. So perhaps you're a little bit afraid of moving into a leadership role, or you're not sure of your own magical power. Okay, cool. So it's green suit majority. We haven't even looked at numbers yet. So, you know, green is that creative building, the master builder or the creative master. So if we look at them similar to where they've landed, coming out of a finishing time perhaps, moving where you've had to have a few things, balls in the air or balancing, and you're nearly at the end of this cycle. In the middle of it, you're feeling all ready to launch. You have a unique set of skills, and perhaps that's what this is about. You're not sure how to combine the two to the four, and you are unsure how this new opportunity will, how you're going to land in it or be successful in it. Finally, you got the High Priestess again. So I would suggest that there is still a little bit of mystery involved with this sort of end of the month where you're not really sure of the lie of the land. You've come to the end of a cycle, you're about to spring into a new one, and it's still got elements that you're unsure of. If we look to the numbers of the suit, we've got lots of twos, singles, singles, lots of singles, twos, and 10. So, and 1 and 9 makes 10, which equals 1. So, and no more 4. So, I would say to you, Aries, that this month is going to be the completion of a cycle, completion of a balancing act where it's been potentially emotionally draining or emotionally full on. The King of Pentacles is you wondering about your abundance or wealth or security, but this time has come to an end. In the middle of the month, you're going to feel like there's a lost opportunity, but there's also new opportunities, but you just don't know how to make headway with it or how to understand it. I would suggest combine your skills that you have so that you can launch into that. This is about opportunities. Now you've got the Psychic Master here, so even at the end of the month, you're still going to feel a little bit frazzled and unsure. You're not sure of the outcome, if this is a permanent state of being. Just know that this is part of the new cycle that you're in, and that potentially you will have the skill sets to combine to see it through. But there is definitely an element of mystery for you this month, Aries. I'll pull you one more card just because we have time. Card for Aries. All right. So if we look at the Loving Master, it's time to look after yourself a little. I think there's a few bit of red at the end. Okay, so I would suggest for you this month that maybe a bit of reflection, returning to home to find some answers, whatever home means to you, whether that's going out for a run or if that is actually staying in and watching Netflix. So, an interesting month for you, end of a cycle. You've got to capitalize on your new skills so that you don't stay in this worrisome state, and know that this mysterious time is because of uncertainty, and you're not going to know yet. It's a bit like Alice in Wonderland or in The Wizard of Oz. There's a total element of mystery that's outside of your control. All right, have a great month, Aries.